The answer to that is absolutely. More difficult than I gave myself credit for, and I really had to practice a lot of self-care and take a lot of time to make sure that I was not going through it blindly and not going through it numbingly. I wanted to feel the feelings. I wanted to remember what it was like to get raped in when I was 13 years old. I wanted to remember what it felt like to be abandoned by my father at 2-3 years old. I wanted to remember what it was like, because in remembering what it was like, the result captured on the page is a more authentic representation of that experience. So I really allowed myself and kind of commanded myself to get back to that space so that I could heal and be better and recover. In some ways, it's the most difficult part of the book, because for years I've heard these stories of people, their coming out stories, and they all talk about the struggle and the difficulty of coming out as a as a bi person or as a gay person, and the trauma that is inherent in that, and the fear is inherent in that. Until I started down the process of Shackles Lost, meaning when I was hospitalized, it was the first time that I started to really see how my sexuality was tied up into my mental illness. And once I saw that, it really changed a lot. And Dan Savage, and I write this in the book, but Dan Savage once said, we need gay people to be out in public about their we need bi people to be out and about their sexuality in the same way that gay folks eventually had to be out and proud about their sexuality. And even though I've heard Dan Savage say that a lot, and it never connected to me that I was bi, even though it's certainly a part of my sexuality. So in a lot of ways, being public about that is the hardest part of this book. But if I'm gonna live a life of authenticity, which is the life that I'm trying to live, I gotta live it all the way. I can't live it part of the way. I gotta live it all the way. So this is my attempt to try to do that, even though it is nerve-wracking. So self-care is very important to me. It's something that I think about and I practice as much as I can, because one of the things I've tried to do in tapping into my mental illness issue is to be able to ride the waves and recognize when I'm having a down day, recognize when I'm having an up day. When I'm having an up day and I'm feeling creative and strong, I'm gonna write, I'm gonna create, I'm gonna do as many different things, because knowing that there are gonna be some days when I don't have it, and on those days, I'm gonna honor that and dial it back. So when there were days when I wasn't feeling up to it, I just wouldn't do it, wouldn't write that day.